Hi, it's Tina with Hometown Leatherworks, and today we are going to introduce you to a new Leatherific craft kit where you can make these cute little girl hair bows out of full grain leather. So we're super excited about this fun little kit. It comes with everything you need to make 4 hair bows, and you can kind of mix and match that. If you wanted to double it and make 2, you can. These are just the single ones, but you get to decide how you want to do that. So what your kit includes is it's got 2 small bows, 2 large bows, the middles, and your back ribbon. So there's 4 of them, and you're able to, like I mentioned, you're able to make all 4 bows with this one kit. Also comes with your Leatherific, you're going to get your Leatherific transfer sheet, you're going to get your cover sheet, and your instructions on how to Leatherific. So this is a fun, easy craft that you can do. You can do it together with your daughter or your granddaughter, or you can go ahead and make these as adorable gifts. They're so fun and they'll last a lifetime. So first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to pick your design. Today I have used our farmhouse design, which has kind of got these cute little chickens, and it's got a little farmstead on them, and our pink plaid. And I've mixed, this is 3 different kits that I've mixed to mix patterns. You don't have to do that. You can just buy one kit and do all the same, or you can split on your print sheet. You can split the 2 different designs and get that effect with one sheet of Leatherific. But I'm going to show you today on, I've printed our little chicken design already out through our printer. Remember, when you're using Leatherific transfer sheets, this is the back side of your transfer. If you see the red line, that's the back side. My printer feeds like this. So we've got the red line is always the back. So no matter how your printer feeds, you need to make sure that that's the back of your transfer, and you want your print on the front of your transfer sheet. So this is really simple and easy. What we're going to do next is, now that I've already got my print on your normal inkjet printer, what you're going to do now is you're going to take your leather that comes in your kit, and you're going to trace on the back of your Leatherific sheet. So the side with the line on it. Okay. And if you have a design that you want your chickens, so see, my chickens are going this direction. So I'm going to want to trace this way, because I want my chickens up on my bow, like you see right here. And I can show you on the up camera. But so you're going to want to trace it the direction of your chickens. So the next thing you're going to do is, we're using our full grain natural lamb leather. It's super soft, super easy to work with, easy to cut out. So next you're going to just trace all of your pieces on the back side of your Leatherific sheet. And I like to use just a fine tip marker. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because when you Leatherific it onto your bow, it's going to work just fine. And if you have it a little bit over or whatever, you can always trim that up after you get your Leatherific pattern on your leather. So we're just going to trace, and we're going to do that 2 times with the big bow, 2 times with the small bow. So once we've got that, now we've got that everything all traced, what we're going to do next is cut them out. So you're just going to take your scissors and you're just going to cut your patterns out. Now that I have all of my pieces cut out, you can see them here. Now all we're going to do is Leatherific them into the natural lamb. And that's a really simple process. I'll start with one of the big bows. And all we're going to do now is, I like to use this little tool that's sharp to pull this back. You got to remember that your iron needs to be on the wool silk setting. That's the best setting to Leatherific. And once you have that, your iron is warm and ready to go. You've cut out your pieces. Now we're just going to pull them off. This now goes in the trash, the back side of your transfer. You can see that we're just going to line this up on our bow, because you've got it cut out. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just as long as it fits on that leather, you're going to be just fine. And you always want to go with the print side up. the printed side needs to be up on your leather. Never forget that. If you go the other side, it's all gonna just crumble. These Leatherific sheets were made for the print side up from your inkjet printer. In your packet, you're also gonna get your cover sheet. So your cover sheet's really important. Once you've got your print side up on your leather, you're just gonna put your cover sheet on, and literally, with pieces that are small, it literally takes 5 to 6 seconds to infuse this into the leather. It doesn't take long at all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna infuse this, go in a circular motion for literally 5 to 6 seconds. And now that is done. On your wool silk setting, you'll let it just cool down for just a second, and ta-da, there's our first piece. Now we're just gonna repeat that process with all of our pieces that we cut out from our Leatherific sheet. See, we've got our chickens facing the direction we want them to face. We're just gonna peel this off. I'll do it one more time. We're gonna peel that off, throw the back side away, place this on our leather. It's really easy and fun, and the fun thing is you get to pick the designs. You could have this design be anything. It could be a picture of your favorite puppy. It could be a picture of whatever infused into the leather for these cute bows. So once again, we're just gonna Leatherific that on really quick. 5 or 6 seconds is all it's gonna take, and that's finished. We'll peel that off. We've got our next bow. We'll do a small one, and we're just gonna repeat that process and get them all Leatherific. Now that we have got all of our pieces, we've traced them on the back of our Leatherific transfer sheet, we've cut them out with our scissors, we've infused them into our full grain leather. Now look at how fun. Now the fun part begins, where you get to create your cute little bows. And all I like to use, to do the initial part, I like to use a double-sided tape. This is available on our website. It's awesome. If I can find the edge here, there we go. It infuses your leather. I like to use it to just put my bows together. And I put one in the middle, really fast and simple. You can use that same tool. You can use a pin to separate them. It just depends on what works best for you. And then we'll peel that off. And then you just bring it halfway here. Put another little piece back on this side. This just makes it quick and easy. You can use your glue too. I like to do it with the double-sided tape. It's quick and easy to just, because you're gonna glue your pieces. And as you can see, I had a little bit of Leatherific over the edges. All you're gonna do is peel that off. You can trim it with scissors or just peel it with your finger. And the cool thing about that is you can actually watch and see that where you infuse that image, it will never peel. You can see that you can peel off your edges and it won't peel further because that ink is infused into the full grain leather, which is so cool about Leatherific. So once you have this lined up, I'm gonna do a double bow. So I'll put that on the back side. Make sure our chickens are lined up in the direction I want. And we'll go ahead and place this on here, just like that. And then we're gonna make the small bow, same way. Just put that in the little middle cross piece. Bring both of these to the center. Put a piece on the back side, which helps keep it. And then your centerpiece is what we're gonna glue. Make sure our chickens are all going the right direction. And we're gonna look at how cute that double bow is. So cute and so fun. Next, we're gonna take our centerpiece, and you can also use the double-sided tape on that, or you can glue it. I'm gonna go ahead and use the double-sided tape because this is such a really adhesive. I'm gonna give 2 strips across that middle so that it fills that whole space, and really that will hold it really good actually. But you do want to glue on your hair clip. So once I've got that on, I'm gonna put my middle on. Just wrap these around. And that's gonna hold it just fine, because what you're gonna do now is you're gonna glue your clip on. And all you're gonna do, I'm just gonna use, this is our, it's like a rubber cement glue. You can use any super glue that you have or that you would like to use. I'm using our leather rubber cement that we use here in the shop, but you can use any, and I'm just obviously using a paintbrush to get that on my hair clip. It's really easy and simple, and it, with the glue I'm using, it actually helps to leave it and let it sit for a second and get tacky, and I'm gonna run that across the back of my bow as well. I'm gonna run just enough that goes across where it's gonna touch and let that get tacky as well. Like I said, you can use any super glue that you have at your house. It doesn't matter, it'll all work the same. And we'll let those both sit for just a brief second while they get tacky. And I'm gonna now adhere that on there, just like that. And you can push, whoops, let me push from the other side. I like to push that on like that from your other side. You can probably see it on my, I like to push those so that they're on there really good. And then you just let that dry, and you have the cutest leather bows, Leatherific leather bows. And the cool thing about Leatherific is, like we've talked about, you get to pick the design. It can be florals, it can be plaids, it can be pictures of your family, it can be pictures of your dog. It can be pictures of anything that you can print off on your inkjet printer, and you can infuse it into full grain leather. So thanks for joining us today in making our cute little girl hair bows, and may your journey always lead you home.